Welcome to the Stamping Morning Show with your host, Jennifer.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, August 20th, 2026, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back. Thank you very much. I can't remember if I just said it's 9 a.m., but it is 9:30 a.m. Central because I had trouble with my first video, so I'm going live again. I feel like it's better now. It was blurry, but we shall see. So let me know what you're seeing on the screen as well. Sue from cold, windy Scotland. Yes. V, good morning. V, is it better? Sue, I don't know if you were here the first time. I'm going to look. I set it up so I could look at it on YouTube, I think. Let me hit refresh here. So I could just look and see. Hit play. What the heck? Of course, it's giving me a commercial on YouTube. Anyway, welcome everybody. I do these stamping morning shows every Thursday, normally at 9 a.m. Central, right here on YouTube and Facebook. Again, my name's Jennifer Cotton, and thank you for being here. So I am 30 minutes late now due to technical issues, but we shall see if it works better now. I see Oma and Cindy over on Facebook. Let me know how it's looking there. Also, as you come on to the video, please feel free to say hello, it looks good on YouTube right now. I'm gonna pause it, I guess. I don't want to waste my internet. I don't know what the word is, but I don't want to have too many things going at once. Thank you, V. Okay. Let's just hope it works. It wasn't just that there was a weird thing. The whole house internet did go out for a minute. So thanks, Oma. Now, as you come on, make a comment, give a thumbs up, a like, say hi, share it, copy the link, etc. Due to now I lost half my viewers. So due to all the problems. All right. So again, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 24 years. November will be 25 years. And this for me is my full-time business. So thank you guys for being here. Let me tell you what's coming up in the Stamping Morning Show today. I will be talking about my upcoming events, deals, and delights. What's on my desk? I will reveal our retreat gifts, my team swaps and team meeting projects, and I will be making 4 cards for you and a lot more. I don't know if the co-host there, Brittany, will make an appearance today. She is asleep on my bed and has been since before 9 a.m. Central. So we shall see if Brittany makes an appearance today. Every time I get a little glance out of the side of my eye that looks blurry, I get nervous. As a reminder, I will add links to this video later today on YouTube that will, not links, but, well, they are links that will allow you to skip around directly to the part of the video that you want to watch. So you can skip on replay straight to stamping, specials, events, whatever it is. So I will add those manually. Let me put this thing on the screen real quick to say that. I'll add those manually down there in the YouTube comments or description. And I'll add a link today or tomorrow. Last time it wouldn't let me do it on the day of the video. Up here in the corner that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. And that's where you go to get all the info. Pictures from today's cards, information about the events I talk about, etc., etc. Okay, so if you're ever like, what did Jennifer, just go to stamptherapist.com. At the least, it'll show you how to get in touch with me. At the most, you'll find that information. So that is that part. Martha, good morning. Dana, good morning. I saw Dana in real life this weekend. Lori, good morning. Hello again. Thank you for coming back, Lori. All right, so good to see everybody. Let me jump into our first segment of the show, which is our crafting calendar. So get out that pen and paper and get ready to write down what events you're interested in. I'm going to go grab my little sweater because now I got real hot when the video wasn't working. I turned on my fan. Now I'm chilly, but I don't want to turn off the fan and then get hot again. So let me just put this on for a moment. Upcoming events. So first of all of my events are going to be offered to go, and some are in person. They all are going to include that PDF tutorial, written step-by-step instructions with measurements. Anyone in the United States can take the class packets. Anyone in the world can purchase the tutorials only. My team gets those for free though. And we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You may need to own the featured bundle dies that will be stated in the registration. You use that same registration link to get the class, the tutorials, take it to go, whatever. One link usually for everything. And the first events that are coming up this month in August are this Saturday and 2 days in person, and then mailed on Monday, my 3 monthly classes. They are the card class, which I'm making today on the video, 4 cards that are free with a purchase. So if you come in person, it's only $20 or free with an order at class. You can purchase it for $20 and add shipping, or you can get that class mailed to you, the whole packet, which looks like this, except it'll have a sticker on it and it will be sealed up, mailed to you for free with any online order of $35 or more this week through Sunday. So there's many ways to get this class. The links are already on the blog under the event section, and then the blog post that goes up today at 11 a.m. Central will have the details of what I just said and the links. Also, I will be emailing that information out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. Speaking of, let me make myself a note. Sorry, I grabbed this paper. I gotta change my video links on those emails that are already scheduled. Fix emails. Video links. Okay. So that is how you can get that class. Now, in addition, I have Stamp a Stack, which is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, using 1 bundle. I'm using multiple bundles on the other cards. Multiple stamps, I should say. Anyway, Stamp a Stack, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. We're using the Pretty Poinsettia bundle. And I have 2 packets left. So you can sign up for that in person or to go, with mailing or without. And these are the 8 cards. We are cutting, die cutting, punching, and embossing everything possible. Linda is doing that for me. Thank you, Linda. Everybody, please give Linda a big shout out, because she is die cutting all of these poinsettias for you, misting that paper with water, die cutting those centers, these leaves, etc. Even that label. You will cut your own designer paper because it's included with the fee. She's die cutting those white ones for you, and that white leaf, and that label, and embossing that plaid and everything. Linda's doing a lot of work this week. She's doing all this too. You will cut your designer paper, like I said. Now these poinsettias you will die cut yourself because you stamp first. All right, so 2 of each, 8 cards, over $20 in merchandise is included with that fee. And I'm checking my graphics. These are clubs you can join as well. So you have 2 packets left if you want to join the club or register. Links are on the blog. ASAP, it's first come. The clubs, you save $2 per month. You can cancel anytime. You get occasional additional gifts, but after 6 consecutive months, you get a gift from me for being a club member for 6 consecutive months. Again, it includes over 20 in merch, and we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible, including the feature bundle dies on these 2 classes. All right, so that's that one. Yes, Marianne says, yay, Linda. Hello, Marianne. Karen Harrison in Lockport, New Hampshire. Good. Do I not know my states? In Lockport, good morning. Elaine, good morning. Lori, good morning. Did I say hi to everybody? I think I did. Oma, good morning. Marianne, good morning. And Linda in Idaho. Oh, you just got back from your morning walk to the post office. Wow, I would never walk to the post office. Working up with these cards. I'm going to put them over here, because I will be typing that tutorial today, right? So you can buy that tutorial only as well with that registration link. Okay, next up is the wall art. So that sample is I skipped it. Not here at my house. Karen still has that one. She's cutting, die cutting, punching, embossing. Look at that. She's embossing that wood grain little piece right there for you. So we're using the Scenic Coast bundle. I got distracted. On this wall art, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. So she has pre-done a lot for you. And then you'll stamp and assemble if you take it at home or come in person Saturday in Cedar Hill, Texas, and use my supplies. So that's good, Linda. Of that one, I forgot. So let me check my notes. I think I have 3 left. Yes, I have 3 of those packets left. Again, it is a club you can join, save $2, all the stuff, or you can register for the one-time class. By the way, on the club, you can cancel anytime. You're not locked into 6 months. Some people have canceled after 1 month, 2 months, 7 months, etc. So you can cancel anytime. Okay, so those are the 3 monthly classes. We would love to have you join us in person, me, Shirley, and Robin, and Terry. We are kind of the team right now that works on this event in person, and we'd love to have more people there. So you can join us in person and use my supplies and meet other crafters. Okay, next up is the Memory Keeping Club. This one is sold out for the month, or it's closed, whatever word you want to use. But I just want to remind you that I have a Memory Keeping Made Easy Club. This is for anybody, whether you've ever done scrapbooking, never done it, or are hardcore scrapbooker. It's for you. I design 6 pages a month. We make 4 of them together. I provide measurements and all the stuff for all 6 with photos. The 4 have detailed step-by-step instructions. And then we get together on Zoom once a month at the end of the month on Thursday, and we make the pages together. We make 4 of them together for 2 hours on Zoom. We also share tips, and I give a memory keeping lesson each time. So it's a community. We have a Facebook group. It's fun. And we actually put photos on our pages during the Zoom and journal them. So you will get that memory keeping done if you join the Memory Keeping Made Easy Club. These are our August projects. And let me see, is it this way? Yes. So Memory Keeping Made Easy, you get over $48 in product each month. My time on the Zoom, that class lesson, you can add, get it with shipping or without. There's a pickup option as well. And we've really been enjoying it. So I encourage you to check that out. You do not, again, after 6 consecutive months of being a member, you get a free gift from me, but you can cancel anytime. You're not locked into 6 months. Now, if you did a whole year, 12 months times 6 pages a month, that is 72 pages in 1 year that you would complete. I have a whole stack of pages I've already done since we started this club. Okay, so there's that. Now, I want to invite you to the holiday extravaganza. I haven't done an official email about this yet, but the link to register is on my blog. I just haven't had time on the email. The link is on my blog, and the link will be in the 9 a.m. email that goes out tomorrow. So make sure you're on my email list. Sign up right now up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube. You should see those links to join my email list, and you will get that email that goes out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. It'll talk about the video at the top and the free class, and then you scroll down and you see the links to all my upcoming events, including the holiday extravaganza. This one is September 12th in person, or you can take it to go. We'll use 4 different suites and bundles. Let me see if I can read it on this tiny font here. Radiant Sunflowers Bundle, Christmas Mice Bundle, Noel Tidings Bundle, and Painted Patch Bundle. Those will be our make and takes. Again, you can register right now. I will have 2 stamping demonstrations, 2 display stampers, so additional ideas from them. I will share that all in a Facebook group if you take it to go, and it's lots of fun. So any questions, let me know. The link is on the blog right now and emailed out tomorrow. And then I also finally got together my 1-day retreat. My next one is in November. It will be a nice little holiday. You could work on fall, like Thanksgiving type projects, or Christmas, or anything you want, your memory keeping, whatever. It is November 14th in person, and it's offered to go. It's a one-day retreat in Cedar Hill, Texas. Space is very limited for in person, so we all can be comfortable and have lots of space. And we will use I got to see if I put the name on here, which bundle. It's Snowflakes, Dreamy Snowflakes bundle for our make and takes. And then you can add on the Festive Cheer bundle card class if you like. All of the details are in the registration link with specifics, and that link is on the blog stamптherapist.com under the events tab at the top. .com got cut off. That's funny. I didn't do that good on my PowerPoint. And what was I going to say? You can register with that one link for in-person, to go, or tutorials only. Okay, so go do that right now. There's limited spots for the in-person available. The link will also be in tomorrow's 9 a.m. email. All right. New York, Karen. All right, New York. Desiree, good morning. She says, so fun. Hilda, good morning. Linda, it's only a half hour to walk total. That's not too bad. It will be a lot longer to walk to my post office. All right, last but not least, my retreat partner and I, April McCright, have a crafting cruise coming up in Alaska in 2027. August is basically 1 year from now, August 2nd, on Quantum of the Seas out of Seattle, Washington. We're going to Alaska. We're actually sold out. However, you can get put on the wait list by booking with our travel agent a fully refundable cabin, and then tell them you want to be on the wait list for the crafting portion, and they will tell you if someone cancels and you got in, or if you need to cancel and get a refund. So, and anyone can still use our group rate if they don't want the crafting portion. So if you want to use it and you don't want to craft, if you have friends that want to go on an Alaskan cruise and get the best deal possible, please share this information, because anyone can use that group rate and come with us. They just won't be in the crafting room. So I want to also remind y'all, thank you very, very much for watching and supporting this video, whether you're live or on replay. But as you come on, please feel free to give a like, a thumbs up, a share button, copy that link, etc. It does help me very much. So thank you. Thank you. All right. I believe that's it for events right now. I have a retreat in October, and actually a couple of in-person spots have opened up, but I have to fix the link so you can register. But for in-person, I've got a couple of spots available, but it will be offered to go as well. So another retreat in a box is coming very soon. Yay, MJ. Cindy, good morning. Okay. Here's some pictures from our past crafting cruise. I forgot to show. I show these every week, but you know, we have a lot of fun. You get gifts every day. Of course, if you just take a cruise, period, all the food is included, including that delicious French onion soup, which is my favorite. You can get food and snacks 24/7, pizza, I think 24 hours a day. And by the way, this ship is awesome. The crafting portion is up on deck 13 right there. So you have windows. You can literally, if there's a whale out there, you can see it in Alaska. And it's just a really awesome ship. If you cruised with us before, it's a different layout of a ship, Quantum of the Seas, than Allure and Harmony. It has different kinds of clubs and public spaces, some of the usuals and new ones. So it's really nice. Okay. Next up is, as I just sneak peeked in the crafting of the Stamping Morning Show, Deals and Delights. Deals and Delights. So I keep clicking that wrong. So first of all, I finally am back to making my recipe cards for you. I have been through a crazy busy month lately. I've just had way too much going on, in a good way, but way too much going on, and I've had to like pull back on a couple things. But now I made recipe cards for today's cards that I'm going to make on the video. So make sure you're on my email list tomorrow morning. That's your only chance to get them tomorrow morning, Friday, August 21st at 9 a.m. Central is when those recipe cards go out, one time and one time only. And it is, I'll show, if I remember, I'll show you a sample one at the end, but it's a picture of the card, the measurements, and the supply list. You can print them or just view them online, but a lot of people find those useful. So recipe cards tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. Actually, this is what they look like right here. And then next up for Deals and Delights is all of the Stampin' Up! Specials that are going on right now. We have a lot going on. So first of all, we have 2 times rewards, double rewards. So instead of 10% back on any order, 10% credits, any order of $10, at $10, $20 or more gets you 10% back. But now only through tomorrow. So today and tomorrow and yesterday. Thank you, Lori. Through today and tomorrow, double. So 20% back on any order over $20. So $100 gets you $20 back. You need to get the hot foil machine right now. Let me get the calculator. I should be able to do this math. 160 times 0.2, you get $32 back. So 160 minus 32, that makes it, girl math. It costs $128, and you get a free $30 class with it. And why would you not do that? Anyway, so double rewards ends tomorrow. The last chance list was updated August 4th. There are tons of great deals on there, including some really inexpensive kits. They make great gifts. Now, the Witchy Whimsy hat kit is available right now while supplies last, and this is what it looks like. This is the Witchy Whimsy hat kit assembled. You need a hot glue gun, and that's it. And everything, the hat is included in the box. Everything is included. It's scored. You just fold on these score lines, put it together. Now, my friend Karen did assemble this for me. Thank you, Karen. And she and April confirmed that there's like an extra spider in the kit. So Karen just threw that spider on here. I did take this to the scrapbook convention with me this past weekend, and we kind of tore it up because we were messing with it a lot. But if you don't take it and show it to 500 people, yours will be fine. It's a great home decor piece, office decor, anywhere you want to decor for Halloween. Then everybody's like, well, what do I do with it all year? You put it in a box, just like you do your other decorations. I actually have an Amazon box that this fits in, fully assembled. The hat is, I've been asked, is it like flimsy? No, it stands up on its own. When you take it out of the bag, it pops up just like this. It is a size that you could wear if you wanted to wear it. I don't know that I look good in hats, but you could wear it. So there it is. While supplies last. This will be a great activity also for anyone you need to do an activity with. So get that while you can. No problem, Cindy. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. There is another new kit that just came out last week as well. All our kits are always while supplies last, so they may come back in stock, they may not, but I would get them sooner than later. And then, of course, if you place any order with me of 75, the designer paper sale. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. We have 15% off select designer papers through August 31st while supplies last. Because of the sale, they might go out of stock. They'll come back, but maybe not before the sale. What's it called? I got it right here. I'm blanking out on that word. Hold on. It's going to come to me. Velvet. The Velvet Meadow paper came back in stock. So it's on sale. I don't know where mine is, but I have it. Velvet, where are you? I have that paper. Oh, yes, right here. Anyway, there's a lot of papers on sale, but this Velvet Meadow came back in stock. It's so pretty. I've used up all of mine. I did a class with it, but it's got velvet on it. Anyway, it came back in stock. It's on sale. So, who knows if it'll go back out. Also, I forgot to print some. I meant to print something. Let me look real quick. I'm going to look on the computer real quick. So I'm looking over here. Supply list builder. View all. I wanted to see which papers I'm using today that are on sale, because I know some are. But some of our cardstock is on sale. Some two-tone cardstock is on sale, and designer papers. So yes, so the homemade sweetness that I'm using today is on sale for $10.63. I think that's the only one wait, there might be cardstock. The Daffodil Delight 8.5 by 11 is $11.90, and the Basic Beige 8.5 by 11 is $11.90. And Gorgeous Grape $11.90 from $14. It's a really good deal. So not every 8.5 by 11 is on sale, not every two-tone, and not every designer paper, but the ones that are really good deals. So check it out. Stock is limited, so it's while supplies last. So just make sure you shop earlier and get your double rewards as well. Okay. Desiree, that's your favorite paper? Yes, girl. It's so good. I'm so glad it came back in stock because it was not supposed to during this sale. It was scheduled for August 31st. Let me see. Let me check inventory. Velvet. It's at $14.45 instead of $17, and it does not say low inventory. Thank goodness, because I need to order two because I owe 2 people that paper because I borrowed it when it was out of stock. Okay. Now, last but not least, anytime you place an order of $75, one single order of $75 or more with me in the month, you will get a free tutorial using the product of the month. So this month is the Glow of Harvest, and it's a tutorial bundle. So there will be 12 different ideas from these 12 different awesome demonstrators. Last month we did Begonia Bell, of course, which I think that stamp set is still available for only $5 with a $75 or more order. Or you can get Glow of Harvest paper instead. I'll show you that when I do my stamping because we're going to use it today. Anyway, so you'll get that free tutorial from me. Okay, so those are all the Stampin' Up! Specials on Deals and Delights. And then I want to remind you about Paper Pumpkin. This next kit looks awesome. This is our monthly craft box in the mail. It is, the deadline is the 10th of the month. And this month, we're now in the September subscription period. August is over. You missed it. You're too late. Let me write a note, by the way. I only got one Paper Pumpkin. Am I missing Paper Pumpkin? I need to reach out to Stampin' Up. I think the post office lost one of them. It's called Aspens of Gratitude. That picture looks really nice. Let me see if I have written information here about it. Aspens of Gratitude. I didn't prepare for this one part of the video. Where are you? Okay, it says, so first of all, subscribe by the 10th. You can do that right on my website. You click shop, shop categories, Paper Pumpkin. You can subscribe or pre-purchase right there. Okay. It says September 10th is the deadline. 10 cards, 5 each of 2 designs with 10 coordinating envelopes, pre-cut paper pieces, self-adhesive gem embellishments. And you get, wait, what is it? Oh, the ink is early espresso. I was reading that weird. Anyway, so there's that info on this flyer here. If you have any questions, let me know, but do it. Hey, Susan in Florida, good morning. Do it by the 10th of September. If you are a subscriber, you can purchase the coordinating add-on dies for like $12 or $13, but only if you're a subscriber. So that's a perk for subscribers. Those are while supplies last. Is my hair crazy? From the hat. And if you are a subscriber through me or on my team, you will get the free, by the way, my team gets the product of the month tutorial as well. Anyway, if you're on my team and you're a subscriber there, let me say that again. You subscribe through me or you're a team member, you will get that free tutorial where me and some other demonstrators do bonus project ideas with Paper Pumpkin. I hope that makes sense. So there's an example of the ones we did last month with that gorgeous birthday kit. It's so good. Okay. That's it. We are ready for my deals. My deal, my stamp therapy special, which is, of course, my free card class that I'm offering you today. I will be making 4 cards in a minute, and they are free. This card packet, class packet, is free with an online order placed with me this week, $35 or more. Or you can come attend in person. There's a RSVP link. Come take it in person with us Saturday and use my stuff. Or you can just purchase it. You're like, I don't want to make a purchase. I don't want to come in person, but I want to buy the class kit. Also in that link, you can purchase the tutorial only. So hope that makes sense. I think I said it all. Lisa, oh, I hope everything went good. No problem. It's nice and hot here in Orlando today. And Lisa, my video was, long story short, 30 minutes late. So you didn't miss that much. Who said, dang it, now I'm late. Oh, sorry, Lori. Well, there's always rewind and replay, you know. It's all good. Okay. I think we're ready to point the camera down. So when I point it down, I've got some stuff here that I'm going to show you, and then we'll get started stamping. But I do have show and tell today. Let me clear. I really don't know what I'm doing here. But I was actually super prepared for this video today. I was so proud. I did the recipe cards. I did all my follow-up stuff. And then the internet gave me trouble at the beginning. But hopefully, let's cross our fingers on this camera pointing down. It worked earlier. Okay, good. It looks a little messy, but that's okay. Yeah, there it is. I'll fix it in a second. I got my calculator. Okay, so I just got my catalogs here in case we need to refer to them. This one starts in September. If you need one from me, let me know. It's free to anyone who's purchased from me in the last 6 months. Or, of course, if you make a purchase now, it's free. You can also purchase it, and I'll mail it to you, which purchase it plus add shipping. Or if you're local, of course, you can pick it up in person or at class Saturday. And then these online exclusives start in September as well. I mean, not that one. Nope. I don't know where the September. That's the old ones. These are available now. This is the one that starts in September, where you can get the gnomes and the aspen and everything else. And that one, demonstrators can order all this right now. So you should join my team if you're not a team member. These are available now, all the stuff. Of course, we still got the metallic, the metal magic. This is the new stuff that comes out in September as well. Demonstrators can order it now. And then we got this old stuff. And don't forget, this catalog has some items. I actually marked one up, but I don't know where it is right now. It's probably in a box for class Saturday. But this has some items that are retiring and or discounted. So check that out in the last chance category. Okay, so I'll move these aside in case I need to refer to them during the video. I'll start out with this. This is, I just wanted to share from my team meeting. So if you are a team member, hey, Juanita in California, hello. Lori, any bingo news? I wish. Someone else asked me about bingo the other day. I think Robin did, but someone. I'm going to write a note, but I just haven't had a free date on my calendar. I'm going to write bingo ? And I will see if I can fit one in. I would love to. It's just time. So, good question. And good reminder for me. So, if you are on my team, you have the opportunity to purchase make and take packets every month for only $10, plus shipping if you are not local, which most are not. And these are the ones we made last month. So we did, Linda did this one for me. She cut all the pieces. You do cut your own designer paper usually because you get a little portion of it with your fee. The $10, you get like a partial pack of designer paper. Anyway, but she embossed this piece and scored for them and everything. So we made this card. It was the Sweet Words and Labels bundle that we used. We made this card. So if you love Winnie the Pooh, don't forget about this stuff. There's another whole stamp set that goes with this suite as well. There's designer paper, two bundles, etc. And we made this card. It's a cute little fun fold. And this was what's this? Oh, we did do it in person and offered to go, and we made this card. But anyway, usually it's to go because we do it on Zoom normally. So just as a little team perk, and it's optional. They don't have to purchase this at all, but only $10. They get a whole class there cut and prepped for them, and they can then copy if they want. So there's that. And then April and I had our in-person retreat 2 weekends ago. And again, if you think that sounds cool, I believe I have 2 spots open for October. So thanks, Lori. So if you're interested in that in October in person, let me know. It'll be offered to go to everybody. But at our in-person, we do a card swap that's, again, optional. But we had a lot of participants this time, so it was really fun. And these are them. Now, I will see if I remember who won because I don't know. I meant to show this stuff maybe it was 3 weeks ago that we had this retreat. Anyway, I meant to show this on my last video, but I forgot. So this is one of the swaps. I forgot. Oh, I think Kim made this one. Kim, it's gorgeous. I actually used it for inspiration for my wall art. Maybe Bonnie made this one. I think Bonnie made this one. I'm trying to remember. So pretty, Bonnie. I made this one. So it's pretty simple, and it was inspired from one online that I saw that was similar. But of course, I wanted to use hot foil, so I'm going to actually put that over here with my hot foil samples. I think Candy made this one. Candy was new to our retreat. Thank you for joining us, Candy. Very super cute card. Very detailed. Thank you, Candy. Diane made this one. Diane loves a good fun fold. And I love this Violet Dreams paper. I'm using that today. April made this one. She, like me, wanted to use the new hot foiling. That was her first time using it at the retreat. So I'm going to put this with my hot foil samples. Linda made this one. And Linda is doing a demonstration, not a demonstration, but a display with this Christmas mice suite at the holiday extravaganza. So y'all should register for that so you can see all her samples. But look at that with the little window. Oh, so cute. That die is part of this mice suite that's coming out. You can buy it in September or now if you're a demonstrator. I forgot who won. I cannot remember. I don't know. Maybe Bonnie won. I can't remember. Anybody that was there, tell me who won. And this was Robin's giant Halloween card swap. Look at that. Trick or treat. I love this product. We have such good Halloween right now. Ooh, look at her little vellum ghost. I didn't even notice that at the retreat, Robin. Okay, so that was the swap. So when you participate in a swap, you get back one of each that everybody makes. So that's the perk. And we do team meeting swaps every month. You can participate in. So there you go. Join the team. Okay, and then here are, I'm going to pull this camera up. Excuse my hot foil stuff here. That's for later. Here are our retreat gifts. So spoiler alert if you didn't get your package yet to go, but I think you all probably should have received it by now. This is our bag. Of course, I know y'all love purple. Pink's better. April is a pink person too, like me, but April makes the bags. There's my J for Jennifer. And but we had to go with purple because our retreat projects theme was Violet Dreams. So of course we got to go purple, right? This gorgeous bag by April that everybody got. Love it. What I have in the bag is gifts we gave out and that we received from other people. I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. I didn't this is how I packed it up at the retreat. Therefore, I didn't organize it for this video. But let me pull all this out. Oh my gosh, we got so many gifts from y'all. In there. And then we give gifts, of course, as well. And you get these if you take it to go also. Okay, so it's the empty bag. Super pretty. What do my purple people think of that? And I love after I show everything on the video, then I finally can use it, eat it, etc. So I like that part. Okay, so let me start out with gifts from April and I. We gave this this one right here. Of course, our theme there, Violet Dreams. Thank you, MJ. She said the bag is gorgeous. So these are the classic labels, mix and match ephemera pack. They go great with almost anything, but especially with, I mean, not especially, but also with the suite that we used. You could incorporate these with your project, so that's great. We gave that. We gave candy, chocolate, lots of chocolate. The little tag might fall off easily, but I decided rather than ruin the bag or punch a hole in the tag, you could take it off and put it on a card or a project. So that's why it's a little bit removable, but that's okay. It'll be intact when you get yours. Lots of candy there, chocolate. By the way, I put most of these gifts from Amazon in my Amazon store link for y'all. Okay, we gave this gift. It actually says thank you on the bag, if you can see that there. And then, oh, I'm missing one. Oh, I forgot. I got it. Anyway, it's a long story. Okay, this candle. It's purple. The box is pink, but the candle's purple. And it's scented. And it's really pretty. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Who would burn it? And it's very scented. It smells really nice. Isn't that beautiful? So detailed. All right. So gave that. And then also a little lavender sachet, which smells really nice as well. All weekend in person, they were like, we smell a gift, but we don't know when you're going to give it to us. We finally gave it to them. So it smells nice. I would put that in my underwear drawer personally. And then we gave them this, which I forgot. Mine isn't assembled because I didn't give my helper enough boxes, but it was in, if I can reach one. It was in one of these boxes with crinkle paper, an iridescent crinkle paper. This was on top, crinkle, and then the bracelet, the purple bracelet that says, sometimes you forget you're awesome. So this is your reminder. And I got that, and there was a label on the box. It was really cute. I'm going to make mine. I just forgot. And then our last gift was this one. It's super cute. So, of course, the purple bag, purple tissue paper. And then April put this one together. I thought it was so cute. Oh, and there's a thank you card as well. So it's a little tea packet, like hot tea. So cute. She got these paper tea cups and saucers. Of course, tea. A honey stick, which some people didn't know what this is. My daughter Isabel just likes, I think Scott does too. I hate honey. It's gross. They cut off the end and just eat it out of here, but you can also put it in your tea. And then a honey stirring stick sucker thing. So that was a nice gift. And then this is our thank you card right here that we gave everyone, which, do I have it in here? Yeah, look at our thank you note. April was really proud she made that. That's our thank you note. So those are the retreat gifts we gave everybody. When you, of course, take it to go, you get the gifts as well. So we have one coming up in October, don't forget. And then, of course, there were 10 make and takes, a goodie bag, etc. Okay, Stella gave everybody that attended one of these. It is a 3D printed cardinal glue holder. Isn't that cute? And it was in the Stampin' Up box. I think Stella has a lifetime supply of these boxes because she's given us gifts in them before. I wish I had thought to do that when they went out of, like they retired. Okay, Candy. The name is appropriate. Look at this Lowe's thing. Her name, Candy, is appropriate because she gave us candy. And just a bunch of cool gifts. A lip mask, chapstick, candy, drink mixes, nail file, a really good retreat emergency kind of kit thing in this adorable Lowe's thing, which can be a trash can as well. Thank you, Candy. This is from Diane. And we had a couple of choices of our little signs that she gave us. I chose Hello Fall. It's super cute. I'm going to forget who gave this one because it was at the end. I apologize. I can't remember who this one's from. But like we got a granola bar, a pen, a memo book, and a bag. And I went to hot foil on this bag, by the way. I'm trying to picture everybody there. I can't remember. This might have, I don't think it was from, no, Susie gave me this. That I don't think was from Susie too, but maybe. Which I haven't eaten any of the food yet, but I'm going to. I actually chose my flavor, milk chocolate. And then I think Susie also gave, no, this wasn't Susie. Who was this? Vivi. Vivi gave us this one and Susie gave us this one. And she bought fundraiser candy and gave it to us. That was pretty smart. Susie, see? This was from Donna, I believe, and it's actually not a pen. It is a blade, like a X-Acto blade to cut stuff with. And then Rhonda Knoll gave us this little organizer. You could do ink in it too, but you can organize your scraps and all the stuff. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Gifts are not required when you attend in person, but of course we love it. Oh, and then Pat gave us the traditional thank you card made from the leftovers of her make and take packet. Pat always is great at doing that. So thank you, Pat. Oh, and Linda gave us a mini fan, a really nice mini fan from Amazon. Look at this. It's really powerful. And a lot of people were using it all weekend and others were freezing. So you know how that goes. All right, there we go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Now let's get to what you came for. Let's get to, let's get crafty. Let's get crafty. All right. So on today's video, I am making 4 cards using all different products. So not even going to say what I'm using because it's a lot. I'll just say it as we go. This is the class packet that you can get free right now with an online order, 35 or more. You can also purchase it. Why was that in the back like that? Interesting. I bagged these up yesterday. So this packet, just like this, is free with an online order of 35 or more. Free shipping. I'll mail it to you next week if you order by Sunday. You'll get that packet. This packet, it'll look just like this. Everything cut, die cut, whatever you see will be there. Except you won't have a weird piece of tape on here because I designated that as my ribbon because it's shorter than the rest. Okay, so this is the packet. 4 cards, or register, attend, take it in person with us, with me and my helpers on Saturday, or buy it to go. All right. I'm going to start with this one, but before I say my thing, I am so out of space. I guess I'll do this for now. What I'm using for this card is, and I did forget to pull that over, the Summer Happiness Washi Tape, which I forgot to grab. Need to walk over somewhere else and grab it. The Summer Happiness dies for the washi tape, and the Splash and Relax bundle for my words. Let me grab this washi tape. I'm sure you've seen it before. You get a ton of it on this roll. This is used. And it's really wide, 3.5. Yep, 3.5 inches wide. And I have used it other ways, but today the way we're using it is attaching it to vellum and then die cutting it out. And I've already done that for you. So that's what we're using. Splash and Relax is that one with the float rings. I've made cards with this on another video. Float rings and beach ball stamp set. Summer Happiness dies I've also used on another video with the stamp set. It is a bundle. It's got like a pineapple, flip-flops, a sun, a flower, a drink, a camera, all kinds of stamped images. And we are using the dies today to cut out the washi tape images, which are the same exact shape and size as the stamps. So it's multiple uses there. Okay, so I think we're ready to make card number 1. Card number 1. Bye, Oma. Darn it. She's like, I gotta go. I need space. I need more space. Okay. So we have a basic white card base. To make a card, you take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and you're going to fold it in half with the bone folder. You could also score it in half with that same paper cutter that we cut it with, or you could fold it with your finger if needed, but make sure that finger does not have dirt or ink on it. But the bone folder will give you less wrinkles on the inside, and if you score it, even less wrinkles. This will be a landscape card, and that's our card base, basic white, so I'll put it aside. Then your next pieces here, we've got, there are some little embellishments in here, so try not to lose those. The next layer is Daffodil Delight, and it's been embossed with the Lazy Daisy embossing folder. Isn't that cute? Very summery. It's just flowers. Big ones and then small ones in between, row after row, evenly spaced. The flowers are the big one is about 3/4 tall, and then the little ones that kind of interlock in between on the rows are about a little less than 1/2 inch tall. So landscape here, and this is what this folder looks like. It's one of those 6x6 3D folders, online exclusive. By the way, Splash and Relax is online exclusive. Summer Happiness is as well. What that means is you find these in the online store. So always shop the online store. Don't just look at catalogs. We have way more product in the online store. This one is also in the online store. It is the Homemade Sweetness Designer Series paper. So the reason I use this paper was because of the great match here of this side that has strawberry slush with just a little light strawberry slush, like mottled, almost like textured sponge on it. And the back is jelly jars. But I just use that side instead of a strip of strawberry slush paper, which is a color in this washi tape. This has texture in it because of that. So that's why I use that paper, even though we're not doing like a jelly jar. But this is a great summer paper as well. So definitely check out. And it's on sale right now. Remember, $10.63. Homemade Sweetness 12 by 12 designer paper. While supplies last, on sale. I hope I can find all this stuff when this video's over. Here is the vellum where I have stuck the washi tape to it. And so yours might be a couple of pieces of vellum pieced together. It might be cut weird, whatever, but you'll have all the pieces you need. Also, this one has a wrinkle in it, and I'm glad it does because you can really, can y'all see that? I'm trying to, right there on the eyeglasses, you see that wrinkle right there? You just literally take your nail and smooth it out. Or if you don't have any kind of nail, maybe a bone folder. But if you went crazy bubbly when you stuck this to vellum, or you can stick it to white paper as well, or anything you want, it might not be that easy. But when you have little wrinkles, they just smooth out with your hand and they go away. They are gone. So that's a tip there. Okay, and then we pre-die cut for you 2 labels. They're basic white. We have the Stylish Shapes, that largest Stylish Shapes circle right there, basic white. And the smallest, no, not the smallest, the next to the smallest one is right there. Next to the smallest, Everyday Arches Dies label. And that is for our greeting. I got a bunch of sticky notes over here telling me what to do during this video. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to stamp real quick. I'm going to grab my stamp, which is Hello Sunshine from Hello Sunshine. So cute. From Splash and Relax. And I'm going to stamp it in Daffodil Delight ink. So super simple. So I've got this arch. I want the flat side on the left and the curved on the right. So it'll be landscape. And it's a pierced arch, by the way. All the arches are pierced. You can nest them, of course. I'm just going to tap real gentle right in the middle of this stamp because that's where all the ink is right now. I can see that. And right in the middle of that arch stamp, Hello Sunshine. Hello is a nice, thick, cute cursive on top. And Sunshine is below it, capital S, skinny typewriter font. Hello Sunshine. It's going to look so cute on this card. Then all you have to do is die cut all these pieces out. So especially if you are taking my class in person, very important. Please hand cut all these apart before die cutting. Let me grab my new scissors. These are the detail scissors, which are coming back in stock soon, I think. Anyway, you want to cut these apart before you die cut them out for multiple reasons, but one is so you can lay them on the die cut machine the direction you want, so they'll all run through the correct direction. 2 is so the dies don't overlap. 3 is so anything that you're not die cutting doesn't have to run through the machine and get smashed. So like we have 2 of this flower. Technically there's 2 dies in the set, but if you were only die cutting 1 flower at a time, the other one doesn't have to get smashed. And that's my reasons. Okay, so cut them all apart and then die cut them out. I just wanted to show y'all real quick. The embellishments are from the Strawberries and Dots, another online exclusive. I don't have my sticker on here, but it is Strawberries and Dots, which came with the jelly jar stuff, which is a whole suite of products. I'm actually using the dies on another card, but just for a label. So super cute. Okay, let me grab my die cut machine. And code. I've got all the dies right here from Summer Happiness. Oh, right there. I'm going to die cut all this out. I can't remember if I already made a card like this. No, I didn't make this one. I think I did make a card with this stuff before, though. I think I have die cut these washi tapes out on a previous video. However, I didn't pre-die cut it for this video, so I have to do it now either way. So, laying my stuff out on this machine. And so this is what I mean by you can lay it how you want, is they're all, I want them to go in long and skinny, not this direction. Long and skinny cuts more evenly when possible, and less chance of the die getting shifted. So that's why I'm just going to put that back so I don't forget. But let me grab all my dies. Throw them on here and then throw my glasses on and position them properly. Okay, so the flower is going to be, it's not hard, but the most little puzzle to figure out the direction it goes. It's this way. And then I'm just, in case you're new to stamping, welcome. And I'm just matching up these images, or the dies with the images. It would be the same thing if we stamp the images first. So you can stamp these and not do the washi tape at all, or you can mix both. And most of our dies hug the images like this where there's no white space, which I find easier to align. The white space messes me up because I'll have more on one side and less on the other, and I won't realize it. Okay, so they're all aligned. Then I'm going to take my top plate that I keep for the top only, that I never cut on. This one is new. I just added this new one August 12th because I put my old flat one in for classes. Anyway, if you keep a top one only and a bottom one only, your plates should stay flat. And as soon as either one of them starts to curve at all, like the tiniest, you flip it over the other way and run it through. And as soon as that starts to curve the tiniest bit, you flip it over the other way, and then eventually they never curve and they're flat, both flat, just like mine. So there's that. I do need to cut out one more of this flower. But one time through, our machine is super, our machine is super strong. So only one time through, you don't need to go backwards. Wasting your time. We got better things to do with our time than running that through twice. And everything looks awesome, of course, unless I slid or did not align it properly. So with the vellum, it's just a little of a softer look than if I put this on white cardstock. If I attach the washi tape to white cardstock, softer look. And I am real quick just going to die cut this one off camera where I normally keep my machine to save a little time here. So I don't have to move the camera and stuff. So you can look at these pretty things while I go die cut this one over here. Okay. And my voice will go low because the microphone is far away from me right now. And just align this. Die cut it out. So there's all our pieces from that one strip of washi. The washi does also have a camera and a sun on it, but there's less of those per revolution than the other images. There's less cameras and sun. So it's harder to include it for everybody if you're splitting it up like I am. Okay. Now we have all our pieces to assemble this card. So let's put it together. I feel like I was going to say something else a minute ago and I lost it. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal. We'll attach my, actually first I will attach the designer paper. See how it has jars on the back? To my Daffodil Delight. This is landscape, and the strip of designer paper is just going right across the front. It's like 1.5. By the way, all the measurements will be in the recipe cards that get emailed out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. So make sure you're on my email list. You can join it right now up here in Facebook, down here in YouTube. Okay, and then attach this to the card base. I'm being very, very light when I apply this adhesive because this is a very deep embossing folder. So it might rip the paper if I press too hard with that strong adhesive. That goes on the white base there. Then next, I'm going to, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to attach the circle. I have not typed these instructions yet for the order, but I'll be doing that today. But what was I going to say? But I think this might be best, is to attach the circle next. I'm using these edges of my mini Stampin' Dimensionals here. Where's the scissors? But I think I'll run over and grab a full sheet of mini Stampin' Dimensionals so you can see those. anyway, I put, whether it was mini or not, I would put about 5 on this circle. It's that largest 3-inch circle, basic white. And my greeting is going to end up going down here on the bottom right of the circle. The circle will be on the left. I'm just making sure it's about where I want it. So circle toward the left, maybe an inch or so from the left edge of your card, 3/4 to an inch from the left, and just kind of floating up there, maybe a little higher than lower. Either way is fine. And then my greeting, I think I'll go ahead and attach it, but I'm not going to put too much adhesive on the back left under the top left edge that will stick to this circle. So I can tuck things under it. And then I'll just use a couple, because I've got these big chunks here on the right hand side that's going to hang off the edge onto my card base. Okay, so I didn't put too much here, so I can stick stuff under there if I want. Now, I'm just looking at my original. Basically, I would recommend you lay all your pieces out. So I'm going to put the cherries. There's cherries. There's different colors on the paper, but you're getting, what's it called? Petal pink. And then the sunglasses up here. So cherries bottom left, sunglasses top right. I'm going to put the little flower on the corner of the sunglasses there. Flip-flops are going to get tucked under hello a little bit right there on the right. And my drink will go to between the sunglasses and flip-flops. Flower in the middle, pineapple down here next to hello, and then this little flower right here. So that's how I'm going to lay it out. But some of these I want flat and some raised up. So flat is going to be flip-flops, cherries, sunglasses. Everything else popped up. So sunglasses. How we doing? Cindy, you got to go. Bye. Rosa, good morning. No problem. Are y'all still watching? How many people are here? Why don't you take a little thumb break and take a little break and give a little tap. That'll be nice. A little tap break. So of course, when you make yours, you'll have the sample, the picture or the video or whatever. So you'll kind of position the stuff the way you see it finished. But I'm looking at my original right now. Yeah, no, I like to do the reveal, so I don't put it out ahead of time. Let me grab a sheet of mini dimensionals because they're going to be a lot easier to apply to this stuff. I just like the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, but we carry the big ones as well. You can use those too. I'm just going to put 1 or 2 on the back of all of these pieces. And then get to applying or attaching. Yellow flower between the sunglasses. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put that yet. Red or strawberry flower on the top corner of the sunglasses, top left corner. Drink. Move this flower down. My drink will go, it's like a bottle, like a milk bottle, but not milk, lemonade bottle of drink. Between the sunglasses and flip-flops. Then my pool party flower there in the center, and then the pineapple is going to go at an angle. It'll overlap my flower, cherries, and greeting. Isn't that cute? That's it. You just make little collages with these images, in my opinion, for this, bundle. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and put my little dots on. I have 3 separate ones because we have to cut them apart to put them in the packet for you. So there's 2 strawberry dots. You might have a small and large, or you might only have 2 large or 2 small, plus the adorable strawberry. It's tiny. It's a strawberry embellishment. They're kind of like rubbery embellishments. They're not hard, and that's what they look like. So I'll put those in the top right corner of the daffodil embossed cardstock. And that is card number 1. V, hello. That's card number 1, card number 1. What do we think? It's pretty cute, huh? That's what it looks like. This is card class for this month. Come take it in person. Take it to go. Get it free. There it is. I'm gonna get these little plastic backings from those embellishments. Well, look at that. Okay. Now, y'all, I may have to go to the restroom. I may have to run to the restroom. Let me make one more card and then see if I can make it or not. Okay, that was card number 1. Before I say that, let me show you what we're using for the second card. I am using the Flourish and Frames Bundle. If you came to the scrapbook convention this weekend, you kind of saw this card, but this is a full card version of it. So this is a hot foiling bundle, Flourish and Frames. It is all the stamped images. There's no words. They're all images that can work in or around a bunch of frames. They're fancy frames. So there's a lot of foliage, flowers and foliage, sort of like both directions, or one that's made to go all directions of, you know, a greenery. So you can do the left and right, up and down, whatever. And then again, some roses and floral images, border type images, and then this gorgeous bee. Everybody loved the bee at the convention. It's a very artistic bee. Its wings are filled with leaves that you can color in. And then, of course, there's the body. And it's sort of like hand sketched, I would say, and really pretty. So we're going to use the bee. That's the only image we're using from Flourish and Frames. You can purchase the stamps only. Some people didn't know that. If you don't want to do hot foiling, can't do it, whatever, you can purchase any of them, the stamp sets only by themselves, or you can bundle. Now these dies can contain hot foiling dies and regular dies. You can tell by the color if you're here in person, but these are the cutting dies. These 1, 2, 3, 4 fancy labels, and this one here, which is another different shape of a label, which I haven't used yet, so it's stuck down. This label right here. So that is a like less than 3/4 by 2 7/8 inch fancy long label. You can hot foil on that label. And then here are these dies, 1, 2, 3, 4, that you can foil and then die cut. Foil first, die cut second. Foil first, die cut second. All of these other dies are hot foiling dies to add embellishments to the edges and sides of your labels. So it's very, very versatile. 34 different dies. Okay, Flourish and Frames. I do have some samples. Which let me position them real quick. I do have some extra samples with the foiling on the Flourish and Frames that I'll show you after this card. Okay. Now, the words getting from Scalloped Blooms. This is a bundle from our May catalog, which is carrying over. This bundle will still be available. It's got those, the dies are those great scalloped circles in all different sizes, from really big to normal. But we're just using the word hugs. So Scalloped Blooms, a great word set. We actually have a lot of great sets right now that are just words only. This is a mixed font, cursive and not cursive, but we're using hugs, which is all caps, just a straight serif font. All right. So this, the packet for card number 2. Card number 2 is right here. And it looks like this. So again, for my purple folks, this is the Fresh Freesia card base. MJ, you're here. Thank you. Linda's watching, being quiet, and punching out butterflies from paper scraps before cleaning board with little paper scraps. Love it. Thank you, Dana. She's like, yes, I like it. Thank you, V. Good. I'm glad y'all are here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, card base 5.5, 8.5, fresh freesia, fold it in half. This card will be landscape as well. Just like the last one. So I like to align the two corners on the table against my thumbnail to keep the paper straight, and then fold with the bone folder. That's how I do best. And then I'll put that aside. That's landscape. We are using that gorgeous Violet Dreams designer paper, which I don't remember if I've shown that in full on a video yet. I can't do the full description today due to time. The video got started late and I have a bunch of tutorials to type today, but I'll just show it really quickly. And if you like purple, this is the paper for you. B, even if you are a pink person like me, but it's gorgeous paper, like I would get it. This is a combined pack where I have a whole bunch of every sheet, but you only get 2 of each design. And it's got flowers, it's got neutral patterns, it's got gorgeous grape, fresh freesia. They don't list Highland Heather, but I think it has Highland Heather and hydrangea hue plus peaceful pine. And so that's all one design. Then here's this one. There's the back of that one. Those hydrangea hue stripes diagonal. I love that. And this one. So this side, more freesia. This side with the secret. Oh, and it has secret sea. That secret sea background with the big flowers. That's probably my favorite pattern in this set. So I got a bunch of those. These stripes that we used on this card, which has florals on the back. Freesia stripes on that side. And then you get 2 sheets of these die cuts, frames and flowers and leaves. So that is Violet Dreams 12 by 12 specialty designer paper, available right now. It's an online exclusive. And then also with that suite is the, right here, adhesive backed blooms. You get 30 of these. Yeah, 30 blooms. They're adhesive back, and they have that gorgeous rhinestone right in the center. So they're little flowers. They're about 1/2 inch. They have a rhinestone in the middle, and it's fresh freesia, Highland Heather, I think. It's purple and white or clear. So pretty. So everybody's going to get a different color flower in their packet. You might get one, this, or this. Of course, I gave myself white on purpose, so that could save one person from having the white one, but it's going to look gorgeous. Okay, so here's your packet. Look at all the stuff. I actually cut this class packet. Can y'all believe it? So I die cut all this for you. So your next layer on the card is this Violet Dreams designer paper. Oh, good, Dana. You ordered it after seeing it at the convention. I love it. It's gorgeous paper. It's what we use for our retreat make and takes also, and I hope they like those. So this paper has these diamonds, pinstripe diamonds on a purple background with tiny little bouquets of white flowers with green leaves in between every diamond. So really cute. That's your next layer. Then the layer after that is fresh freesia cardstock, a rectangle that will go across this landscape card. And then on top of that, fresh freesia stripes. Your stripes might go this direction across or up and down due to how the paper cuts up. It does have some distressing dots on it, and it's really pretty. It's like a light freesia, super light, and then freesia textured stripes. Then they're like 1/4 of an inch. Maybe, what is that? 1/4? Maybe 1/8 inch stripes. I was going to say something else about this paper, but I lost it. Okay, the next layer is this paper right here. This is beautiful, beautiful paper. It is called Shimmering Stripes. I think I've shown it multiple times, but you must own Shimmering Stripes. You just have to get it. It's so pretty. It's like silver glitter stripes. It's very thin, which in this case is very good. It does not tear up your paper trimmer blade at all. So it's easy to cut and die cut. It makes gorgeous poinsettias as well. It doesn't show good on a video, but in person it looks amazing. It's so sparkly. So you have to get that. And then, of course, our vellum is 12 by 12 specialty thick vellum, which I used on that last one, but didn't mention that. But we pre-die cut the largest label for you from the, I know what I was going to say, measurements emailed out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. We pre-die cut this largest die with the vellum. Then we pre-die cut that same designer paper that's on bottom with this label, the next size down label from the dies. And then we've pre-die cut this basic white next to the smallest label. There is one smaller than this. And then this is a little 1/4 inch piece of paper for our greeting. We also have a piece of fresh freesia satin ribbon, which is part of this suite, and the bloom. All right. This card's easy to stamp. We did all the hard work for you. We are going to stamp in Highland Heather and Secret Sea. Secret Sea here for the B. And all of the labels are going landscape except the white one for the B is going to go up and down. So it'll be opposite direction. Tap gently all over that Secret Sea ink pad. And you might think the B won't fit on here, but it will. So just stamp it. And it fits. Secret Sea is a great color. And then Highland Heather for our greeting. We'll just stamp that right in the center. Let me grab my greeting. Hugs. Hugs. Highland Heather right in the center of this 1/4 inch strip of paper. Tap, tap, tap. Do not press hard. Especially don't press hard when you ink this one. Otherwise you'll get a hot mess. And then I put it in the center and we're just going to cut each end at the same angle, one direction. And it looks cute like that. Okay. And then I'm going to color the B. I'm going to try something. If I can color. Okay, I'll just try this. If it doesn't look good, that's okay. But at the convention, someone suggested we color the wings with green. We were keeping it very simple. Where's my marker? I swear I put that marker in there. Hold on. My purple marker is missing. Oh, here it is. So we did Highland Heather Light, and we just colored the stripes. When we do these free make and takes at the convention, we have to keep it quick and simple. Just using the bullet point. I'm coloring just the stripes on the body in light Highland Heather. These are alcohol markers. They're going to bleed through to the other side. They're going to color super smooth, and they will work with water-based ink, which is what Secret Sea is. But that's all they did at convention. Let me try this with the pine, Peaceful Pine Light, which is Peaceful Pine is that color there, on these wings. On these leaves that are in the wings. See how it looks. I did not take a photo of this, and anyway, so if we like it, that'll just be an added instruction. Optional, whatever. Maybe do, you know what? Let me, hold on. I got a soft sea foam. Hold. Where's my stuff? I'm going to grab this one, dark soft sea foam. I'm going to do the rest in that. For the filler, fill in the area around those leaves. Dark soft sea foam. Why? Because my light one is being used for Stamp a Stack. And it's a very light color anyway. Okay, that's better. What do we think? I'll show you the other sample when I finish, and you'll see it uncolored. All right. Hey, Corinne. Secret Sea is a great color, right, Dana? It's basically black. Like, it's not black, and I'm not saying that, but you can substitute it for a neutral color. Okay. Because this is Secret Sea also, and it really is not black. People think it is, but this is black, and this is Secret Sea. Very dark and very neutral. Okay, so I put that designer paper on the landscape card base, fresh freesia. Put that aside for a second. Then I'm going to put the stripe designer paper on the Flourish Frames cardstock here. Really, I'm gonna have to go to the restroom. Okay, then this is gonna go on Stampin' Dimensionals, this rectangle. I would put, personally, I think I would put eight dimensionals on this rectangle. Whether it's, even if I was using the minis, that's what I would do. I just want to get rid of these edges. So I would do 6 on the 2 long sides and 2 in the center offset. But these minis would be fine for that also. Okay, so this whole rectangle, the Fresh Freesia one, is getting popped up. It's got that designer paper on the front of that. And then my strip of shimmer paper, which is so pretty, across the center of the designer paper. Then attach the label, the designer paper label, the like medium one, to the large vellum label first. Very important. Of course, also check the direction of your flowers on this designer paper on both. But then I'm going, let me see if I did it flat or not. Yeah, I'm going to attach this flat to my card base, this label, but I do not want to put adhesive on the vellum outside of where that label is. Otherwise it might show and look ugly like this. So it's just on the inside portions of, not inside, but where the label is. I'm just using tape runner, turn it the right direction and put that in the center. And then pop up my bee with dimensionals. How are we doing? Hey, Lisa, thank you very much. Oh, it's pretty the way it bled through. On the back side, just 4 dimensionals is all you need. Those are the mini ones. That bee goes right in the center. And then Hugs will put a little adhesive on the left, on the behind the H, a mini dimensional on the right. And that will be bottom right of the B, so the H will be lifted up and the S will have the dimensional there. Then we're going to take it up a notch by adding our embellishment and a bow. So to the embellishment first. These flowers are pretty much fully covered with adhesive, so you really need to dig under there to make sure you get the adhesive to come with it. I like to use the Take Your Pick tool so I can visually see where I want the flower without my finger blocking my view, but I'm going to put it right above Hugs on the designer paper there, and then tie my ribbon in a bow. Bunny ears. So 2 bunny ears. This is the Fresh Freesia satin ribbon. It's about a 1/4 inch wide. Super pretty. A ear in each hand, left and right, between my forefinger and thumb on both hands. Fingers are pointing at me. Ribbon is flat. It's never twisted and turned. And lots of space between the 2 bunny ears. And you take this right one and hop over and cross it in front of the other. Push that ear into the rabbit hole, keeping the ribbon as flat as possible the whole time. And then pull. See how it's all flat? And then, of course, fix your bow. This ribbon, yeah. Oh, for a wedding, Karen. She said, I just made cards. Hold on. Let's put you on. Using this paper yesterday for wedding cards. So pretty. It would be great for wedding cards. This paper is so pretty. I honestly predicted it would sell out immediately, and it did not. The blooms were low inventory yesterday, though. I was like, finally, like, not to wish bad things on. But I'm like, this is such good product. They must have ordered properly, though. That's probably what it is. Rather than whatever. Yeah, Shimmering Stripes is low now. That Beautiful Stripes is low inventory. The blooms are low inventory. Adhesive back blooms are low. They're not sold out yet. Also, Golden Glow and Peaceful Pine bordered ribbon are low inventory. Those ribbons keep going out of stock, so they're very popular. I'm looking at the inventory real quick for y'all. See if there's anything else we need to talk about. course, we got some papers unavailable temporarily. Let me scroll down. Sorry. Lots of scrolling. Told you about those. Beach Boardwalk designer paper is low inventory. The die cut machine is low inventory. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which that's because you need it for the hot foil machine. So it's low inventory. We had some people order that this weekend with us as well as the hot foil machine. Okay, there we go. That was your inventory update. There's more on there, but those are the important things. Okay, so fix your bow and trim the excess and it will be cute. These scissors are out of stock temporarily as well. Okay, the bow is going to go over here on with a mini glue dot, the bottom left corner of the white label that has the bee on it. And that is the completed card number 2. Card number 2. So pretty. What do we think? I like this bow better though. My first bow that I did off camera. So this is a step up and bigger version of what we made at the scrapbook convention. Okay, y'all. Tell me what you think about these while I run to the restroom. I can't hold it for 2 more cards. I cannot. And I've already been to the restroom multiple times. You love the bee. The bee is so good. The bee. I'm saying my words bad with my braces. Let me put this on here too, since I'll be in the restroom in case anybody comes in the video, to know where that bee came from, because it's so, like, I would buy this stamp set only for the bee, which, by the way, my friend Alejandra didn't buy it because it has a bee. She said no bugs. Thanks, Dana. I'm just going to put this words on the screen real quick that says I'll be right back. Where is it? Be right back. And I will be right back, y'all. I'm going to run to the restroom. So enjoy. Okay, I'm back. I should make a commercial that I can play when I have to go to the restroom. Maybe Brittany, Lisa. So when I went to the restroom, which is in my bedroom, she is so passed out on that bed. She was looking at me like she was in a coma. I mean, like not a coma, but a trance. Okay, so that was cards 1 and 2. Let's see what is next. I'm going to go on. I'm going to use the hot foil machine on the last card. So I'm going to turn it on, let it start heating up. This is card number 3. And on this one, I'm using the Simply Leaves bundle, which is really cute. It's in the online store. With the gorgeous Glow of Harvest product of the month. So this is $5 with a $75 or more purchase. Limit 1 per person per account. Limit 1. And it's while supplies last. So this is a specialty paper. This would cost about $17.50 if we sold it. But you can get it for $5 and it will not come back. It's exclusive to this promotion. It's the August 2026 product of the month. So it's a pearlized paper. So it's plain on the back, pearlized on the front, sort of a basic beige color base to me. And then it has these fall-like images. The colors are Golden Glow, Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie, I believe. Those are them. And you've got some of the sheets just have leaves. There are 6 patterns and 2 of each. So 12 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I used most of these 2 patterns here on the cards we're making because I cut it up for the packets. But there's this sheet that's like beige on the back with beige and brown pumpkins, light brown, with leaves in between and vines and all the stuff and some little tiny yellow flowers in between. You could hand cut those pumpkins apart. They're all different sizes and shapes on that sheet. Then I also used this sheet, which is the beige background. They're all pearl sheen. And it's a stem with 2 leaves and 2 acorns. So whatever kind of leaves are on acorn trees. It might be 3. It might be 1 acorn. Sorry. There's just little groupings of a stems with some amount of leaves and acorns and then little buds, stems in between. Okay, so there's that pattern. This one has some like fall looking flowers on it. Little sprays of flowers in different configurations. They are yellow, Cajun Craze with the browns and golds mixed in. And they're kind of, you could hand cut those apart too. They're spread apart, so you can do it. Here's one that's more of a background image where the flowers or the foliage images are way closer together. Again, sort of fall looking branches and stems and flowers and stuff. I do not know the names of any of those plants. And then this one here is just brown and brown, like beige and brown leaves, stems, little stems with little leaves. And then this one here is your beige background, but stems with little yellow like berries or buds on them, stems, longer ones with brown, and then some these have buds that are orange. So yeah, fall foliage, I think. Terry, you're back. Yay. Did you take a restroom break when I did, Terry? Smart. Do you have a restroom in your she shed, Terry? I don't know. Never asked that. Okay. Then the Simply Leaves bundle is a punch bundle. So if you don't have this one, I mean, I would put it on my list. You got this leaf punch. It's just a generic sort of comes to a rounded point, and then it's, you know, comes out in the center leaf, 1.5 inches wide, 2 and almost 2.5 tall, about 2 3/8 tall. There are 3 leaves that match the punch, plus 2 leaves or 2 details you can stamp inside those of veins, dotted cute veins and more realistic veins, or that one could probably just be like branches instead of veins. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. And then 2 smaller leaves that do not fit the punch. They are smaller. These are, let's see if they're actual size. I don't know. Ooh, I think they're a lot bigger. Yes, a lot larger than pictured here. So let me show you where I stamped them on the inside. This is the actual size of all these leaves. They're all solid with details etched out of them. So you've got a realistic one that's solid, and then the etched out is realistic veins. Then you've got a solid one with little tiny dots sprinkled around that are etched out. This one is more, I don't know, it's just different the way the veins are. So it's solid leaf, and then there is a stem right straight down the center, and then separate from that, little thicker, just straight lines coming out on either side to make those veins. The 2 small ones that don't fit the punch, one is like a plaid, so it's going to stamp a plaid on there, super cute. And then the other one is a a solid leaf with dotted lines for where the veins would be. And then again, those 2 detail stamps, I have one of them mounted, but you can see how this other one, it'll fit in these large leaves, and it looks like stems or a whole bunch of veins. So maybe it's to make a tree. I think it's to make a tree, actually. I don't think it's veins. I think it's to make a dead tree for winter, you know, dead tree, no leaves. That's probably what that is. Okay, so get that one. And then this other one that I'm going to use today is the dotted lines that you can stamp on top to make veins. Okay, then the words, we have a little something to say hello, thinking of you often, thanks, I'm grateful for your kindness. And these are very cute, cursive mixed with a straight font, but they're both cutesy. Not cute, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a fancy cursive, it's a cute cursive and a cute serif. All right, simply leaves, and you get the punch if you bundle them together. If you don't, the punch is called something else, not simply leaves punch, which I don't know why they don't name them the same thing like they do dies, but that's another story. But it's the leaf, something leaf punch. Uh-oh, I think I heard the co-host. She might be trying to join. Okay, I'm going to use that. All right, so our base for this card is Golden Glow, a gorgeous color. Yes, Lisa, she says, love that set also. Golden Glow base, 5.5, 8.5, fold it in half. This one will be portrait up and down. Then we've got in your packet, basic beige layer. Again, I'll email out these measurements tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. Basic beige layer. Then a scrap of basic beige to stamp our leaves on. Then 2 pieces of the designer paper. So you'll have one with the pumpkins on it. Yours might have less pumpkins or more, depending on which section you got, and they might be bigger or smaller. And then, oh, that Stampin' foil machine just heated up and the beep scared the poop out of me. And then the sheet with the acorns. These are 2 inches by 5, and there's one of each. The designer paper. Okay, we have pre-die cut a white label for you from the amazing Sweet Words and Labels dies. You can only buy these in the US, not in any other country, even though Stampin' Up is worldwide. They're only sold in the US because of the Winnie the Pooh copyright thing. But if you live in the US and you can get your hands on these labels, even if you don't like Winnie the Pooh, you need to buy this. They are standalone dies, even though there's a bundle with words. Co-host is trying to come in, of course, because the plate's hot. And yeah, they're amazing. So I did this sort of medium size long skinny label. It is about 1 inch, a little less than 1 inch by a little less than 3 inches of stamping space. It's fancy. It's got little etched lines around the edges and holes on four corners, so to say. Not corners, the left, right, top, and bottom. Little diagonal holes. Triangle. I mean, what the heck? Diamond. This is the co-host. I'm trying to keep her off the hot foil system so she doesn't get burned. This is Brittany. Everybody say hi. You love the product of the month and wish it was in the regular product line. I know. I agree. It's so good. And we do have a good fall paper coming out. However, this is a really good fall paper. Okay, come here. And it's different than that other one. Put your face. People want to see the face. Come on. Lisa's saying hi to you. Turn up. Turn your face up. Say hi. Say, oh, I'm the cutest cat ever. Lori said, hello, beautiful Brit. She's like, let me just lay across this. You do not need to stamp. I'm the co-host. I determine the show. Oh my gosh. Lola and Serena Max and Waylon all say hi. Aw, hello guys to Lisa. Yes, it's so perfect for fall cards. Okay, you do have to go though. And I bet she's going to jump back up here. Okay, this card is pretty simple. Oh, and you're going to have some Golden Glow bordered ribbon. So get that bordered ribbon while it's in stock, any of the colors you like. Okay, so I'm going to use on this card Golden Glow and Pecan Pie, I believe, ink. Golden Glow and Pecan Pie. Oh, crap. I'm going to go back in time to that last card and show these. So these are that same label dies mixed with different stamps, but using the hot foil. So like this one, Lisa Parton here watching the video today in my team made these, or this next two, and see how she put the detail dies there as well. And then this is that skinny label with the foil. So there's that one, same card here, but different colors. And then you can do it on vellum. That's the one of the that label. You could die cut that out. I just didn't. This is reverse foiling with that label. Here's a smaller one, like the one we stamped the B on, but with foiling on it. Here is a vellum with foiling, and then that foiling on the large one on the sides and top, and the B's. I just hand cut them out. More foiling. So just to show you the foiling dies, and there's the vellum one. Mixed with those labels that we just used. Sorry, I meant to show that during that time. Okay, now back to this. I'm going to grab my stamps. Okay, so I mounted the polka dot leaf, the leaf with the kind of realistic veins, of course the punch ones. For my in-person class, I did mount. Oh, there's supposed to be dots in this. Were my dots in there? They were. Did y'all see me pour out dots when I dumped out this card packet? There were. They were here. Sheesh. Oof. I don't know. Maybe Brittany moved them. Let me blame her. Oh, crap. By the way, if you're thinking the video is long today, they're always long, but here they are. It seems longer because I started 30 minutes late. Okay, sorry. You're going to have 2 dots in your packet, and I knew that one was loose. That's why I gave it to myself. It'll be fine. Jennifer's getting distracted. Oh, I was going to say for my in-person class, I did mount 3 different greetings for them to choose from. And I will just use this one for my card today. Okay, so they can pick from whichever one they want. Now, let's stamp. So let me do my greeting, Pecan Pie ink. It's one of our current stamp pads, so tap, tap, tap gently. This says a little something to say hello. I'm just going to put it in the middle of this white label, basic white, in Pecan Pie ink. So cute. Just tap lightly all over as many times as you want. Stamp nice and firm on a firm surface, and you will get a good image. Not hard, just firm. Then I've got my Golden Glow. This is the new style ink pads we'll start having next year, but you can get them in the in colors right now, the new in colors. So this polka dot leaf is going to be Golden Glow. So you can twist and then tap. You can actually press hard on this pad. You can press firm. Stamp it at a going sideways. And then this other leaf with the veins is going to be Pecan Pie on a strip of basic beige instead of white, basic beige. And then, so that was step 1 on the polka dot one. And then step 2 is the dotted veins in Pecan Pie. So tap gently, do not press hard, or you're going to get ink all up in here. You don't need that. Just tap gently all over. And then that goes right here on the polka dot one. And it's so cute. Like, it just adds that detail that it needed. Okay, then punch it out. Super easy. I think I'm done stamping. I like to hold the punch upside down, position my image where I want it, hold it in place by squeezing so it won't move, but then I use 2 hands to punch and I turn it away from me so it goes down on the table. I maybe didn't stamp the sleeve too good, but it's fine. Okay. Then, does the marker come off the blocks? Yes. Lisa, I like to use Stays-On Remover, which I put in my Amazon store now because Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell it anymore. But you can ask anyone who's ever been to my classes, my helpers, Shirley, Robin, Terry, they all know. I write at every class. I write stuff on these for years, and I use Stays-On Remover. I find is the best to remove it fully. It just comes off. Like you put it on there like a bingo dauber, let it sit for a second, rub it again with the bingo dauber, and then wipe it off with a baby wipe. Comes right off. Some people use hand sanitizer, which does take it off, but not as good. And do not use rubbing alcohol because that'll mess your card up. I mean, your clear block up. Okay. As I lose my dots yet again, I keep knocking them off the glass mat. Okay, so for this card, we're doing this style where you have 2 strips of designer paper and you tear the inner portion of each one. So the pumpkins, the direction is going to matter. I want the pumpkins on the left. So I'm going to tear this long side off on the right with the pumpkins facing me and pulling toward myself, moving both hands down as I go to guide the tear. And I want that inside white part to show on the front. If I tore it from the back, it would not look like this. It would look different, not as cute. And I'm just tearing off about 1/8 of an inch or so. And then if I need to tear off more, I can from the right side. Then on the acorns, I don't know that they really have a direction, but turn it the way you want and then tear off the left side. So this is the side I want to tear off. So I'm going to turn it upside down so that for me, I'm tearing the right because that's easier because I'm right-handed. But just make sure you check the direction when you tear it. You can vary the tearing and go a little in, a little out, whatever. And then these 2 get attached to this basic beige cardstock. And so you'll have a little bit of the whatever color is on the bottom showing through in the center. And that's what this is. So it's a very easy template to follow when you need a card idea. 2 different patterns of designer paper side by side. Tear the middle. I'll have those measurements for you in the email tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. So simple, simple. Then I'll attach this basic beige to my card base. And then my leaves, I'm going to add some adhesive on the back left of the pecan leaf, pecan color leaf. No, golden glow leaf, the dotted one, back left. And then stick that, or behind it, stick the vein one that's pecan pie, sort of at a little bit of an angle. Looks good to me. So I basically stuck those 2 together, the pecan one in the back. And these will go on my card base flat down here toward the bottom right, and the greeting will go below it and to the right some. So that's what I'm using to figure out where to position these leaves. I do want to turn this one a little bit more to the right. Okay. You could just stick the leaves down one at a time, whatever you like. Then I will add Stampin' Dimensionals to my greeting. I'm going to use the minis. How we doing? Good, Lisa, that I answered you. Oh, I know what's up with Brittany. Duh. It's way past 11. Y'all know what that means. The co-host has to be fed the daily treats. Okay, so greeting or dimensionals on that greeting, it's going to go toward the right, toward the bottom. So even though it could be centered, I've got it going toward the right. I'm going to tie a bow. I just showed how to tie a bow on the last card, so I will not say all that stuff again. You can watch the last card, bow tying, if you want the tips on that. I'm doing it the exact same way, but this is the golden glow bordered ribbon. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and it's always going in and out of stock. Buy it while it's in stock, if it is. I can't remember now which colors are, what's the deal. I can check it if anyone asks. Okay. These are the dots, by the way. These are the in color 26 to 28 in color dots. They are temporarily out of stock due to popularity. They'll be back as well. You got to get stuff while it's in stock, by the way. You just have to do that. Mini glue dots. That's like with all, yeah, Lori, exactly. That's with all popular products. Okay, my bow will go down here on the bottom left of my greeting on that label. My dots, my in colored dots, so popular, so pretty, I mean, what I'm saying. There's a small and large golden glow. Of course, you get all 5 in colors when you purchase those dots. I'm using golden glow on this card. Oh, they are going on the top right here of the white greeting, and that is card number 3. My first one says, I'm grateful for your kindness. This one says, a little something to say hello. And there is a third greeting that fits on this size label well also. I forgot what it says though, but there's a third one. Oh, thinking of you often. Thinking of you often. That's a great bundle. If you don't have anything I'm showing, get it with your double rollers. Right now, get it now. Okay, that's card number 3. Did a better bow today than yesterday. Whenever I made these 2 days ago, maybe. I forgot. Okay, card number 4. Card number 4. Boom, this one. I'm going to foil this paper right now, but yours will be pre-done for you. Yours is going to be pre-done. Oh, I have one more product of the month sample to show you. This is a sneak peek of leaves coming out in September. You can buy them now if you're a demonstrator. I do not remember the name of this bundle, but it's awesome. And it's got these different kind of leaves. They're dyes. There's all kinds. This wood thing is in the dyes. Anyway, that is our product of the month designer paper as well. So there you go. You can, that's another sample with that. Okay, card number 4 is I'm going to use the Garden Silhouette Hot Full Dies. We're going to pre-do it for you this time. Last time we didn't. This time we are. Well, we is honestly, Evelyn and Yolanda helped me do it at the scrapbook convention. I don't know why I pulled this out, but the label for the words that I'm using is right here. It is from Filled with Sweetness Dies. So it's that jelly jar, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4 good labels. And then this is a lid to like a jelly jar lid, but it can be a label too. So this stamp set, I mean, this dies can really stand alone except for that cherry image right there. The rest can stand alone. You can get a heart, strings, a bow, flowers. Oh, and the strawberry. Those 2 need to be stamped. But anyway, it's got some great labels in it. Okay, so that's that white label right there. I also used the velvet, or not velvet, Violet Meadows designer paper. There's dots in here. Violet Meadows. So let me show you the back side. Purple. This side, Peaceful Pine with a little diamond patterns on it. Okay. Okay. Let me just do this card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Peaceful Pine. We're going to fold it in half. This card will be portrait up and down. Then we have a layer of basic white. And then the designer paper layer. All the measurements 9 a.m. tomorrow. Then you have a gorgeous grape layer. Portrait up and down rectangle. Gorgeous grape. Purple. Okay. So we're going to have all that. Then stuff. We will have pre-done this for you. I'm going to foil, and you'll have a piece of golden glow. I'm sorry, Peaceful Pine bordered ribbon. Yours will just be a little bit longer than mine. I didn't want to waste that end. Oh, the white label pre-die cut for you, and the 2 Peaceful Pine in colored dots. Okay, I'm going to get my pieces I need here. I just stuck them all here. Okay, this is left over from the scrapbook I mentioned. I've got some basic white here and some gold foil. So I'm going to do the quick version of foiling, like I'm not doing the whole speech, but no, Brittany, no. My co-host, it's not a good time. Okay, this is not your cue. Get back, get back, get back. That, y'all see how well that worked when I said get back? Okay, I've got my machine. So this is the quick version. I have longer videos so you can see how to do it if you need to. I will show everything, but I'm just not going to give the whole speech. Okay, it has been heating up since the last card, so it's ready to go. It takes about 7 minutes, but it's ready. I've got it on my silicone there. Now I need to heat up the dye. So it's red, it's ready. Now, hold on, something put away poorly. This die, or any die, you put the flat side down, and then what you need to do is heat up the die. So I do have to wait for this, so I'll explain it. This die is cold right now. If you put all your stuff on top, it's cold. We need to let the die heat. So you put it on there flat side down, and you push this button, and this is going to blink until it's ready, and then all 3 lights will light up. It will be green, and it will be ready to add foil, paper, plates, and run through the die cut machine. Let me get that ready. So just think of it that way. You heat up the machine, then you heat up the die, then you add everything else. Okay, I do have guides for you. They're over on, I don't know if I've added these to my blog yet, but they are on my Facebook business page. You just scroll down a little and you'll see these pictures. You can download these and print them if you want. This is how to foil. This is how to do the reverse plate, which is the same thing really, but you know, we need to think about it. I'm going to do both right now. I'm going to foil this, then I'm going to reverse plate it. Okay, so we're just going to wait a second till this heats up. Thank you, Dana. Love card number 3. Pretty love the DSP, Corinne. Thank you very much. Thank you, Desiree. Lori said chicken time. I don't want to say that word too loud, but yes, that's what Brittany wants. Okay, it's ready. It beeped and it's green. Foil, paper. This is basic white. Basic white. Green spacer. I don't think the direction matters, but you know. Clear spacer. All this comes with your machine. This is the silicone, comes with it. Everything plug comes with it. Unplug it. Take it over to your die cut machine, but I'll bring the machine to us for this time. Take all the plates off. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and run it through very slowly. This is how you foil anything. You can foil more than 1 die at a time if they will fit on here. All the stuff. Run it through slowly. Garden Foils dies came back in stock today, or yesterday, by the way. Garden Foils is back in stock. Get it now. It was out of stock. It's back in stock. The machine, you can still get the hot foil system. Again, double rewards. This machine is low inventory. Get it all right now. Or join the team, $99 or $100. You'll get $125 to spend on anything you want, including all this stuff. Anything that's currently available and pre-order. Now, as soon as I take this out, I'm going to plug it back in. Remember, it will not burn you on bottom. It won't, no matter what they say. You got to be super sensitive for that to burn you, in my opinion. Let me use my tool that comes with this machine to remove that hot magnet and plug it back in because I need to do the reverse one also. So now we're going to heat it back up. It'll take less than 7 minutes. It's going to blink red until it's ready. And we can peel this off. I can still make my card while we do that. Dun, 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 dun. Somebody's calling me. Dun, 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 dun. It's amazing, right? Yes, it is. And then we're going to use the reverse plate with this piece here. I know I just showed this on a recent video. Hold on. Sorry. Did that mess up? I don't know if... I apologize. I've got alarms going off on my phone, so it may have messed up the video. It was ringing and alarms were going off. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down because I changed the size for this card, I think, to 3 by 4. This was like 4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, 3 by 4. So I'm going to trim this real quick over on my paper cutter. You could have just done it at 3 by 4. I just already had all that paper cut. So I'm going to trim it down to 3 inches by 4 inches. Oh, and I covered up my cutter, of course. Of course. So this is already done for you in your class packet. You'll either get this one or the reverse one, and you can decide which you like better, but you'll get whichever one you get. Sorry. Okay, that is heated. So now I'm going to put my reverse plate on it. This comes out September 1st for customers, right now for demonstrators. Reverse hot foiling plate. What we call the flat side on this one is the one that says Stampin' Up. So put that down and press the heat button, press the timer, and heat it up. While that heats up, still a little bit warm, but it's okay. While that heats up, I'm going to continue with this card. So whichever color you get, whichever one you get, you're going to do the next technique on it. Grab a scrap paper here. We're going to grab 2 blending brushes. We're going to grab Gorgeous Grape and Fresh Freesia ink. And we're going to add color to the top and bottom. So Fresh Freesia on top, Gorgeous Grape on bottom. You can decide which is your top, like which direction you turn it. I think it kind of goes all directions. This paper does. So Fresh Freesia, tap, tap, tap. Always tap it off on scratch paper before going onto your cardstock or the glass mat or whatever surface you use. But tap it off first so you don't get ugly blobs like that. And then I thought the video would be over by now due to the time delay, so my alarms are going off. All my reminders. Love that paper. Okay, it's heated. Let me do this real quick. I think I can do this off camera and y'all will know exactly what I'm doing. So always put gold or whatever color your foil is. That color goes down. Let me find my white paper first. Hold on. I think I forgot to bring... I got it. Okay, this is again basic white cardstock. Sorry, get a hold of it. Basic white. So foil down. I didn't say that on the last one. Gold, pink, silver, whatever color it is, down. Then your paper. So this is just like the other foiling. It's just a flat plate. It's going to make use of all that excess that was waste. This one, the green one, the clear one, unplug it, run it through very slowly. So I'm just going to do it off camera to save time. I'm going to come over here behind me. That's what I normally do. And I'm cranking this through very slowly, especially with the reverse plate. Slower is better. That's really the only advice I have. Oh, and the paper matters. If it's not super smooth, it won't transfer evenly. So if you use like maybe Secret Seed cardstock, it still might look pretty, but it might not all transfer. So then instead go to two-tone because it's smoother. And then we even have a new synthetic paper coming out next month that's even smoother than our basic white. It is white paper, but it's not natural fibers. Hope y'all can hear all that. I'm away from the microphone. Almost cranked it through. Okay, there we go. So this is the reverse one. Again, take that off of there so it can cool down faster. Just push this button to release. It's off camera, but anyway. I don't need to plug this back in now. We're done with that for now. I'm going to move these. Ah, that is hot. It's not a joke, but it's hot. pull this off of here. Sorry. Okay, now you do need to remove this plastic. I heard people saying you don't, but yeah, you do. Remove this plastic. The reason it's clear is because all of the foil is now on my paper. It's amazing. Now you got 2 uses out of 1 piece of foil. It looks beautiful on both. And it's just 2 different looks depending on the die. Let me trim this down to 3 by 4. So in your packet, you might get this one, or you might get this one. I think I will not foil, or I'm not going to sponge on this one because I think one of my packets is missing one. So I'm going to add that to the packet. But I have an example of that for you. Okay, gorgeous grape. Ooh, see, that's what you don't want on your card. So always tap it off on cardstock first. So we're just creating that ombre, light purple to dark purple. And when y'all are in class, tap it off first. It's so important. Otherwise, that's going to be on your card. Of course, you can go back and add more at the top of freesia if you feel it needs it. And that is the look. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? You could do the same thing on this one. Now, this piece I'm showing you, I tested on a reject we had because we didn't foil it properly. But I actually kind of like it better on this one, and I thought I would like it better on this one, on the reverse. I like it better. But anyway, there's the reverse foil look. I took a photo. It looks good in the photo because I covered up this part anyway with my label. So that's what you do. This is done for you in this class packet. So yay for that. Add that color on there. Then we're just going to stamp our greeting. We pulled the greeting for this card. And I'm giving you a few choices for in person from scalloped blooms that we used at the beginning. If you could see this hot mess over here. So I think I put a couple out that'll fit, but I'm going to use Peaceful Pine ink that'll match this designer paper and put it on this label. And I'm going to stamp what? Let me look. So I've got several greetings you can pick from in person. Wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness, and love. Thank you. Happy birthday. You're a blessing to me. Thank you for being there for me. I think I'll do thank you for being there for me on this one. So you can twist and tap on Peaceful Pine because it's a firm one. Fits right in the center of that label, really nice, and it's cursive and straight font. Okay, let's put this card together. We need to get chicken to somebody's stat. Oh, I'm going to put this one together actually because I already have a sample of this way. Ignore that tape. It's nothing to do with anything. Okay. So on this card, it is a long piece of ribbon. We're wrapping it all the way around this piece here. So I'm going to attach my foiled blended paper, sorry to say sponge, to the gorgeous grape paper. Then I'm going to wrap this ribbon all the way around and tie it in a bow to the left. This is a portrait up and down, this piece of foil. I'm going to grab my reverse tweezers. Are here. Oh, yes. Sorry about the reach. Reverse tweezers. Hold that. Now my hands are free. So to the left of this gorgeous grape rectangle, flip it upside down to tie your bow. That's how it works. And tie a bow. You'll have a little bit longer piece of ribbon than I did, which is good because now I'm making a short bow. I don't know how it is though, right? You got that little scrap or that little piece left at the end of the roll and you don't want to waste it. So yours will be a little longer. But my bow is to the left. Scooch it up a little higher to the center. Okay, and then I'm going to put this together. Okay, attach the designer paper from Violet Dreams to the basic white piece, just a super skinny 16th inch border. Attach that to my card base. Again, super skinny 16th inch border. It is a Peaceful Pine card base and it's portrait. Then I will add the gorgeous grape and foil that has the ribbon tied around it with dimensionals to my card. Dimensionals right here. Thank you, Corinne. Remember, everybody, this is a free class packet with order this week. There's info right there. You go to the blog, stamптherapist.com. You'll see all the details. I've got the web address right there. They're there now. They should be 11 a.m. Central, although the video link will be incorrect. I have to fix that. Side note. Okay, so then that goes right in the center. And then we add our greeting. It will be, how did I do it? Let me look. So I added Stampin' Dimensionals on the left, back left, and double Stampin' Dimensionals on the back right. So I'm going to peel those backings off and double stack them because they will be hanging off the edge of this raised up piece. So 2 on the right stacked, 1 on the left, 1 layer. And then that greeting goes over here on the right, across the ribbon, hanging off the right edge of that foil paper. See how I covered up all my bad stuff? And then add my 2 dots. I'll show you the other card. Where did I put the... Why did I put it away? These are the Peaceful Pine in color dots. We're going to go on this white label, top right corner. I can't see. The plastic. That is card number 4. Here's the other version. Reverse foil, not reverse foil. Desiree, thank you. Thank you, V. Foil just kicks everything up a notch, right? The foiling is very, very good. I love it, Dana. She said the foiling is very, very good. Yes, girl. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Corinne. It's a wow foil card. Thank you. Now, remember, the die just came back in stock. Remember, this class packet's free. Remember, we pre-foiled for you. You'll either get this version or this version. I don't know which. It will be random selection. The packet, this is at the back of the packet, so I don't know who's getting what. Thank you, Dana. And that's it. I do have, just a reminder, those recipe cards will go out tomorrow. This is what they'll look like. So you get the picture of the card. I put the reverse one on the picture because I liked it best. My favorite measurements and supply list, except the reverse die is not on here because it's not out yet for the public. Also, just real quick, some more hot foiling samples, which I've shown most of these one way or another already on previous today or previous videos, but I just love the hot foiling and I just think you need it in your life and it's worth it. And there's more stuff coming out, more colors. This is on velvet paper, foiled on velvet. There's that die I just used, just on colored cardstock. So forget the sponging or the blending. Put several words on one die at a time. Those butterflies. Nothing to see that really. There's all kinds of stuff there. That new buffalo check and the new copper. This is the new synthetic paper. super smooth on the reverse foiling, a little bit smoother than the basic white, but not, not a huge difference, but a little bit more solid than the basic white. And then the numbers and alphabets. Of course, the full letters are oh, this is that new pearl. What is this called? Silver opal, regular and reverse. And then I just showed those a minute ago. Okay, so that's it. All right, now Brittany can have chicken. So card 1 or 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one do you like best? Let me know. Thank y'all very much for being here. Thanks, Lisa. Love the green velvet with the gold. Thank you. Love all the cards. Thank you, Lisa. If y'all have any questions, let me know. This is the class that's in person this week in Cedar Hill on Saturday. You can still register for that. You can buy it and you can get it free with an online order. Plus, I have all the other stuff going on. So let me know if you have any questions. By the way, don't forget, if you get this hot foil machine with the starter kit, 125 coupon and your new discount, you're going to save $45 and earn some rewards and get that free digital class. So any questions, let me know. Thanks, Desiree. V says number 4. Lisa says number 4. Thank you. All right. And I just want to thank y'all again for being here. And I should be back next week, Thursday, 9 a.m. Central, like usual, and hopefully with no technical difficulties at the beginning. Everyone have a great day. Bye. Bye.